Well, up next, the first story is: did Tom Brady throw shade at the Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott?
Hmm.
Yet legendary former NFL quarterback Tom Brady is set to make his regular season broadcasting debut for the Cowboys season opener at the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland on September 8th, 2024.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to Brady's broadcasting
Oh
debut?
yeah, most definitely. I can't wait to see what he has to say and with the game and how he's gonna,
It'll be interesting to see his style of broadcasting and how it develops
yeah,
over time.
for sure.
A quote from him, he said, obviously, having the Cowboys on is a huge draw. As America's team, that's going to get a little hard for me to say all the time, understanding that they were competition for a long time.
Yeah.
But in this new role, I know how important the Cowboys are to this network.
Mm-hmm.
So was it a coincidence, or did the league schedule Brady's first game announcing the Cowboys on purpose?
Uh, it could have been on purpose, but yeah, it could have went either way, honestly. But I guess we'll keep it on purpose for now, since they've been rivals for a long time when he played and with the England Patriots and yeah.
So out of these three, who do you think is going to be the biggest draw of viewers for the game? The Cowboys, the Browns, or Tom Brady?
Oh, definitely the Cowboys. Yeah, definitely still the Cowboys. Cause I mean Tom Brady too, but I feel like he's gonna be talking about them a lot. So that's even bringing more attention to that side of the team. So
And with the Cowboys, people usually either love them or hate them. There's not a whole lot of people in the middle ground.
yeah,
There's a lot of outspoken hate for the Cowboys. So some people like to tune in just to watch
just the
Seattle do.
right.
Brady had continued his quote with, "They've got great storylines. Come on, Dak Prescott. Let's see if he can finally come through." Did
Mm,
that just slip out?
mm.
Will this serve as motivation for Prescott?
Yeah, and I don't think he should take it as any offense or anything like that. Like I said, it's Tom Brady. You know what I mean? So he kind of wants to see you too, kind of elevate and get a ring. That's all he needs to do, really, because he's proven everything else. He can run, hit over 4,000 yards. He and lower. He was a. We seen him lower interceptions in a different season. So yeah,
We're going to be seeing a lot of the Cowboys and Brady because Brady's the Fox announcer, and Fox seems to be the main carrier network for the Cowboys game.
Cowboys. Yeah,
The Cowboys fans were unhappy with the comment, and really, I didn't care one way or the other. You know, he's a retired broadcaster, and all he can really do now is talk. So there's not really
yeah.
any more playing for him. But that's his job to say things like this
I
as an
mean, that's
analyst.
just shows you how synced in he is with this sport. I mean, even talking about it, not just playing, talking. Peyton Manning actually reminds me of that too. Still to this day, he talks football, covers it. You know what I mean? Play calls and all that. So yeah,
Yeah, what is pretty interesting about Brady is that his last NFL game was a loss to the Cowboys in the playoffs back in 2022.
yeah.
So, with this knowledge, does it seem like Brady is maybe sour towards the Cowboys?
Maybe a little bit, but we'll definitely we'll just have to watch him and see how he talks about them, and if he throws a little shade or stuff like that.
So, it's possible then that the Cowboys smack talk from Brady will become a trend going forward.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be a trend for sure.
Yeah, Brady's contract with Fox is for 10 years and it's worth $375 million. And he inked it back in May of 2022.
Wow.
And Brady's teams went 7-1 against both the Cowboys and the Browns in his career, and Dallas only beat Brady during the playoffs.
Mm.
I can remember losses to him in 2011, 2015, and 2019 when he was on the Patriots then, and then 2021 and 2022 while he was with the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers. Oh man.
Both season openers on Sunday Night Football.
So it's like he just makes sure he beats that team. It's I don't know. That's weird.
Does the playoff loss contribute to Brady's cynical take on the Cowboys?
Yeah, it could. Since I mean, I feel like maybe if it was just a regular game, then probably wouldn't care like that.
I know a lot of fans were coming out saying that the Cowboys retired Brady, which is kind of interesting because it was his final game there.
Kind of. Mm, well, I mean, maybe.
And Brady is also in the spotlight right now, fresh off his Netflix roast, which he actually seems to be regretting.
Yeah, I seen some clips of him talking about it. But my thing is like you kind of already knew that going. It's a roast, so it's really no limits in the roast. Um, if you're now if y'all you guys are friends and y'all respect each other, then okay, some certain things are off limits. But if it's just a roast is a roast, they can tap in family wise, they can talk personal just to hit a nerve. So I think he kind of knew that.
Yeah, a quote from him, he said he loved when the jokes were about me. I thought they were so fun. I didn't like the way it affected my kids. I wouldn't do that again. He told the Pivot podcast.
And kind of like we talked about his ex-wife, she kind of had a lot to play in it. So.
And it was interesting how you had mentioned, there were people close to him there, his teammates, talking about the roast. And they did invite some of the best comedians on the planet there to write jokes just for this. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, what did he think was going to happen?
I don't know, man. I don't know what he thought. Like I said, it's a roast. The roast is a roast. So they're going to hit you in areas they know you were lacking or whatever. They didn't necessarily go for the kids, but I understand that's the child's mother and stuff like that. So I understand that part of it. The kids and their mother, it's gonna automatically be like that. But it wasn't like, oh, your kids or this and that. It was more so the wife. You know what I'm saying?
And most of the negativity was regarding Brady's behavior towards his wife or just their relationship. It wasn't so much picking on who Giselle is as a person.
Right. And I mean, if that's the truth, it's honest. It's not nothing to really feel bad about.
Yeah, we got a quote from comedian Nikki Glaser, who was at the roast, and she said, I think Tom Brady doesn't do anything without doing his research and knowing exactly what he's getting into. So kind of like you had mentioned.
Yeah.
So is it really fair for him to speak badly about the roast after he made something like, I think I heard a figure like $25 million from it?
Oh, I didn't know he made that much. No. No. I mean, it's a roast. The roast is a roast. Like I said, there's no limits in a roast. People are going to hit high, low nerves. I mean, you know that. In high school, college, you pretty much already know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, y'all please let us know what you think about what Brady said about Dak, how he's going to do in broadcasting, and tell us what you think about his reaction to the roast, too.
Yes, please.
And then up next,
J&J Sports, coming to y'all with more in 2024.